I think the first thing what I love to do at this point is get down to the transparency message right now. There's been concerns of whether or not these funds that we earmarked for the ICU. You have to remember that the ICU, when we did the last concert, it says ICU at Shaggy and Friends for the ICU. I had this idea that since we only have 5 beds in the ICU for the whole of Jamaica, maybe we can increase it to 10. And we set up a goal and we made 100 million. But let's face it, $100 million not going to build the ICU. One bed is $150,000 for one bed. You need 5 of them. See, upwards of, right? And then on top of that, we have to get building. You have to get the building done. So I'm thinking about 3 times that. So we have enough money there was me to actually keep another concert, right? Or do other fundraising here and there, just to see how we can make this happen. Halfway through the whole thing, I think Rebecca called me and said, hey, we have a big bed problem right now because of dengue and all of that. And I said to her, why I never keep Shaggy and Friends this year, because I have so much things going on. I say, yo, I think I'm going to give my Little Mermaid salary towards getting some beds, which is what I said to her. Okay. And I said, she said, okay, fine. She was calling to a meeting after that. I think we had a call from a reporter from the Daily Gleaner. And she had some concerns about money not being turned over, which kind of shocked me because we really never used to turn over money. That's not really how we operated. And about equipment not being serviced and stuff like that. So I said, well, I figured this would just take a conversation. Rebecca went back and spoke to the CEO of the hospital and the chairman and the SMO. And they said they don't know anything about this. So anyway, they went ahead and had a meeting. Rebecca called me back and said, hey, look like you just buying beds alone for this thing not going to work, because them don't have nowhere to put the bed. So them going to need a building. She says, the chairman, Mr. Benjamin, told her that, say, hey, listen, we have a plan. The plan is to actually partner with Wickham, West Indies Home Contractor, and a few others, and they have a plan of about 150 million to build a facility that holds bed, which Mr. Benjamin pretty much just spoke about. So 150 million, they would need our 100 million to do it. I said to RCM, I said, hey, if that's it, but we have to do it publicly, because it's a charity, and that's not how charity run. So at the end of the day, when charity is being run, if we earmark something for ICU, we can't just take it and just buy beds up. We have to do it publicly, whether through a statement, which Mr. Benjamin had suggested we did. We actually did up the statement and do it. By that time, well, you can imagine how Sunday morning I get a call from my publicist while I was in LA, telling me that they spoke to the Disney publicist and I need to explain this $100 million. Because $100 million, it never said Jamaican. And if you read an article where it say, me hold $100 million back from you, you think it ain't in any currency? Which led me into a meeting with them. Lucky enough, I explained myself, and I had great relationship, and they had great faith in me. But this article came out conveniently 3 days before The Little Mermaid aired. So you can imagine how that affected not just the brand, but my relationship in moving forward in the business that I'm doing. So I had to kind of bring myself back, and Rebecca came up to LA with me, and I said, hey, let's just calm down, breathe easy. Let me get through this. So Forgive me for not answering as promptly to the article as you would have liked, but I'm doing a live television show, and I am trying to kind of learn a song women don't know. It's not my song. The man tell me say it live. And when I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the head of Disney and the head of MGM and the head of this and the head of that, that's got a little bit of pressure. So I told her when she came, I said, I don't want to hear no about Shaggy and Friends. Let me just focus on this. Anyway, we did it. We're successful, and now it's time to get back to what this is about. Because we earmarked it for that, the main thing, you have to understand this. We had a letter that came to us from, and I'm talking full transparency here, that's what I'm saying, from the ministry that called us to come in and have a conversation about how the money that we've collected and how we should spend it or whatever it is. That was the gist of the letter. I found that illustration, now copied on the letter was myself, Sharon Burke, and Rebecca. I was overseas. And in fairness, I did not answer the email because I figured them of it, because me over here, so. In their defense now, they normally don't get letters from the ministry. How they deal with the ministry is through the hospital. That's period. This is the first time we get letters from the ministry itself, because let me explain something to you. When we started Shaggy and Friends, the first meeting we had in my little living room there, so I think William was there a lot. When we had all the sponsors, it was clear. Now remember, 10 years before that, or 9 years before that, I used to just take my own money and just deal with it. Call Dr. Ennis and say, tell me what you want. And him say, boy, yes, I want this machine and I want that. And I cut him a check and him deal with it. Now it's a charity situation, and we're doing this thing. All the sponsors made it clear to me at that point, say, Shaggy, we will come on board for this, but we do not want to involve government. That was what they said. So we said, no, at this point, then, all right, then, well, we will buy the equipment, then, and we will handle the money. No, we had no intention of doing this. Right? Yes, an audit. Now, we never, we just want to make some money from our concert, get the hospital, and then go to them thing. But because the sponsor says, and they were very adamant about that, we had to now find ourselves doing bigger work. No, this is a mom and pop thing situation. I don't know nothing about no foundation. I never even planned to do no foundation. I come, I see something, and I just say, boy, make us say, oh, we can fix it. It's William Mafood now look at me and say, boy, Shaggy, you really can't do it, so no. I know you used to just give to the hospitality. You have to set up a foundation. It's a foundation. And him say, yes. Obviously, he has had some experience in that field, being that his family did food for the poor. So I said, all right then, William, show we how to do it. And we went ahead and we created what is now the Shaggy Make a Difference Foundation. Now, in fairness, when you do a foundation, you're supposed to have treasurer, secretary, what do you call it, president, chairman, all of them, a whole board. But we're a mom and pop situation. When I figure say I have so much for Mr. Rat, I have to pay all of them people. I put a whole lot of money I take it from the picnic to pay them people. We're just doing a hospital. It can't that hard. Rebecca, we're going to just buy the equipment them, you're going to carry them in, see, you're going to monitor it with the hospital. When you need it to get repair, you call them me. Why a couple equipment broke down in a while, you can, right? And she do like an audit every 2 years, and bam, 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 fix it. Not brain surgery. It's that easy, you know? So as you go along, we find ourselves in this situation where now this is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And like Mr. Benjamin said, Bustamante is like a bucket with about 500 holes. No matter how much you full it not going to start. It's not going full. It just come like that. But we were committed to it, and we wanted to go ahead with it. This is us letting you know that that money, that is from them. The money has been in the account. We never touch the money. We never move with the money. We never carry it away. The money has been there the whole time. It's earmarked for an ICU. We will be turning it over to the Bustamante Hospital for Children to do this new project with Dr. Kenny Benjamin and the hospital. There's two things have happened. I have no problem turning over the full amount to you. to be honest with you. But what we normally do, because of concerts, and we always, when we're planning concert, we always keep a little stipend to help us to go for the next concert down the line. Now, in moving forward, I have to really think about this. With my team, I'm going to sit down with William, who has been an amazing advisor to me. Rebecca, Jackie, Sharon, just my core team, and really figure out how we move forward from this part, because this was disheartening. Something happened to me a little while. Rebecca was asking me why I was in a bad mood coming home. My little 9-year-old daughter come to me and said, Daddy, I know where you're going to meet night to tell them that you didn't steal the money. That leaked my heart. That's my 9-year-old. So when I write on the paper, them and I say look at things them.
Thank you.
Be very careful on to do them.
Thank you.
All right? And it's not that we didn't have a conversation with you people before. We spoke before the article was out. Right? Be careful. And let's not take this from what it is. Whatever on the tabloid and on the deflection and wherever go on and on the politics have nothing to do with the children of Jamaica. Understand? The children of Jamaica. Thank you very much.